Hello, welcome to episode number 500 and... is it 34? Yes. Of the TEW Trade Challenge run. This is going to be ECW Extremely Cool Wrestling for Tuesday, week 1 of June 2024, the final show on the road to Clash at the Castle, taking place this Saturday night in Glasgow, Scotland. And yeah, tonight we have... Jey Uso going to be here. You know, he missed last week's show, but he's back tonight. We also have Mustafa Ali taking on Braun Strowman, Wardlow in action, and a whole lot more. Without any more further ado, let's jump straight into the show, bro. Russo opens up the show alongside Austin Theory. He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, bro, welcome to the second ever episode of this new era of ECW, bro. Welcome to the second episode of Extremely Cool Wrestling, bro. Now, last week, I finally had the chance to implement my vision into the world, bro. My vision of what is hip and cool with the kids, bro. And making the new greatest professional wrestling show known to man, bro. The show was disrupted by a bunch of, let's call them misfits, bro. They don't really fit the system here, bro. So they're yesterday's news, bro. And now we move forward with my guys at the helm, bro. And that will start this Saturday night in front of those dirty, disgusting Brits over in Glasgow, bro. When my guy, the finished article, Austin Theory, bro, proves that he's more than just a theory. He's a fact when he takes the championship from that dumb idiot Jey Uso, bro. And also our women's championship on the line when Florence defends against Alba Fire, bro. And a whole lot more. And next week, bro, we got Money in the Bank qualifiers beginning. You're not gonna want to miss that one, bro. So with all of the bad eggs now out of the carton, bro, we're gonna move forward with the greatest ever edition of Extremely Cool Wrestling that you've ever seen, bro. You'll be telling your kids that you were here when you saw Vince Russo bring in the new era of ECW, bro. That's when Warden does come out. And he goes, "I told you, last week. You can watch your guys back all you want. If he wins the championship this Saturday night, I'm coming for him." Just whoa, easy, big man, bro. You see, you were supposed to be in this vision of mine, bro, but now you're being very hostile towards myself and towards Austin Theory, bro. Tonight, you're going to be in action, bro. Right now, in fact, it's a good job you're out here, bro. And like I said, if you can pick up the victory, then you can get yourself a championship opportunity in the future, maybe, bro. And Wardlow goes, "Oh, bollocks, spare me. This guy here, he hasn't wrestled a damn match in this company in 4 years. You handed him an opportunity for the championship on premium live event this Saturday night, and I've got to work my ass off to get another shot at my championship. That's not how it works around here, Russo. Bring anybody out here, and I'll destroy him." That's when you see Joe Gacy call out from under the ring. He goes, "Hey, hey guys, I hope I'm not late to the show." And Russo goes, "Hey, you're actually right on time, bro. Warden, there is your opponent, bro. Destroy this man, bro." So yeah, Warden versus Joe Gacy kicks off the show. Gets a 67. Because it only goes 4 minutes. Warden does defeat him in short order with a Splash Mountain Powerbomb. 87 for Warden, 66 for Joe Gacy. But yeah, last week he was promised a match on the show by Russo. And he's got a right complaint because Russo told him, you've got to win a match, bro, to get a title shot. But Theory didn't. Theory just got handed one. So, although Warden did lose to Jay, but he thinks that he had the match won, which you could argue that he did. Because he's the one who beat himself when he lifted Jay's shoulders off the mat. But, yeah. Anyway, he does win the match against Joe Gacy regardless. So, yeah. Big win for him. After the match, we cut back to the office. Russo's in there, but he's approached by Matt Cardona, Kurt Hawkins, and Chelsea Green. And he goes, "Vince, what happened to me back at One Night Stand was a complete act of disrespect on behalf of the Tongans and Solo Sikoa." And Vince goes, Please don't piss them off, bro. please, you saw what happened last time you did, bro. I'm just saying, stay out of their way, bro. Undertaker goes, well, that television championship should be mine right now. I should be the man who beat that traitor, Kyle O'Reilly. Before, he packed his bags and went home because he couldn't hack it on this show. Which is why, I've got a lot to be thankful for, and they've got a lot to be thankful for me for. And I'm asking you tonight as I go out there to the ring, and you let me speak my mind, because I've got a big announcement that I want to make, because I am the indie star, the indie god. A lot of people have got everything to thank me for here in their career, here in WWE. Which goes, well, you were supposed to be on the pay-per-view, bro, but you got attacked, so the least I can do to make it up for you is to anoint you this time in the ring later on tonight, bro. He goes, great, I'll see you out there. And then he opens the door to leave the office. That's when Shinsuke and Minoru Suzuki are standing in there, and they toss him against the wall. They start attacking him. And attacking Kurt Hawkins. He goes, hey, bro, what the hell do you two bastards want out here, bro? This is an unprovoked attack on one of my wrestlers, bro, The boss, they won't be happy to hear this. And Suzuki goes, screw the boss. We want our show back. And Lucha goes, I see, we got two more of these outcasts, two more of these rebels who think they know better than me about how to book wrestling, bro. Well, why don't you two, if you want your shows back so badly, go fuck off back to Japan, bro. But tonight, I'm gonna teach you a lesson about how to mess with me and my show, bro. In the main event, you two will team up to face Austin Theory, my guy, and the new television champion, Solo Sikoa, bro. So yeah, two more men, being Nakamura and Suzuki, who, don't really fit the ECW extremely cool wrestling mold and want it back to how it was before. But yeah, there's sort of a civil war uprising brewing here on ECW recently. All thanks to one man, and that's the bro himself. And then come backstage to Kelly Kincaid with the Paragon, the whole group. She goes, last week, you guys held a funeral for the career of Bobby Roode, and you officially welcomed Dolph into the Paragon. And Adam Cole goes, that's right, baby. We did just that. You see, Dolph Ziggler, he and I have been fighting this whole time, and the entire time I was fighting him, I told him, Dolph, you belong here with us. We know what's best for your career, and it's glad to see that Dolph, he finally saw the light. Dolph finally realized that he is better off with us than without us, because the Paragon is going to the very top of ECW, Kelly. I don't care if it's extremely cool wrestling, extreme championship wrestling, or whatever other BS you want to make it stand for. Because it ain't Vince Russo's show. It ain't Paul Heyman's show. It's the Paragon show. And now, we're united, stronger than ever. We kick the dead wood to the curb. We are all systems go. Then Sonya Deville sort of walks past and goes, Dolph, I was excited, when we were on ACW together. I thought, that's a great opportunity for us both, to really reach the top here in our careers. After what we've been through, with the Grand Jury and with Mandy and Otis and all that, it's been years, and now I see what you've become, you've become everything that you didn't want to become, and that's a lackey for Adam Cole. And then JC James goes, hey, I don't remember anyone inviting you to talk, okay? Last I checked, there's one woman around here who runs the Paragon. It isn't you, Sonya Deville. I know you're a two-time women's champion. By that, you might think you're hot shiz. But there's a new hot woman in town, okay? And it ain't you. It's me. So tonight, if you want to settle this in the ring, I'll do it Paragon style. And Sonya goes, great. I'll see you out there. I'll beat a lesson into you as well. So yeah, JCJ and Sonya Deville later on tonight. 76 for a tag match. Pretty fun, But yes, of course, Alba Farno and Web are, just Alba is getting the shot at Florence at Clash at the Castle in Glasgow this Saturday night. So she picks up the win for her team, pinning Ashante Washington with a gory bomb in 9 minutes 21. Another 83 for Naomi, so another really good rating for her. 60 for Ashante, 70 for Alba, 61 for Iona Webb. After the match, Alba Farno does take to the mic. She says, this past month, you've seen a whole new side of Alba Fire. You see, once we announced that WWE would be heading back to Glasgow, heading back to the Hydro Clash at the Castle, I knew I had to do whatever it took to get on that show. I knew that for the first time in my career, I'd be stepping one-on-one on a premium live event wrestling for the Women's Championship. And now I've come so far, I picked up so many wins. I'm on the run of my career with my best friend by my side. And the only thing standing in my way right now is the champion, is Florence. And she comes out. She's like, Alba, you've got a weird, sort of complicated relationship here because I really respect you, coming out from similar backgrounds, both from Britain, cutting our feet in NXT UK, grinding to get to where we are today. You and I are a lot alike in many ways. Which is why when I first came to WWE and you were on top of the division here in NXT UK, I always wondered, what would happen if me and you were to go one-on-one. And this Saturday night in your home country, we're about to find out what happens. But that's where the respect between you and I ends, because you can come out here and say all you want about how you're in your hometown. It's fine, I'm not far from mine too. But the way you've gone about things since you got here on the main roster here in WWE and aligning with her, this isn't the Alba Fire that I want to step into the ring with. This isn't the Alba Fire I want to test myself against, who was revered as one of the very best in NXT UK. This isn't her. This is some spooky wannabe witch bitch who's trying to take the championship in front of her family. And you don't just get to just take the championship in front of your family, Alba. That's not how it works around here. You've got to earn it. And on Saturday night, we're going to see if you can earn it or not. And if that day comes and you beat me 1, 2, 3 in the center of that ring, I'll be the first to hold my hands up and say that you were the better woman in your hometown and hand you the championship. But if you come all this way, in front of your friends, your family, and you fall short, that'll be pretty rough. So it's time to really test what Alba Fire is all about. And then Florence and Alba sort of get in each other's face. And Iona Webb sort of still lingering around. When Blair Davenport rushes in, she jumps the Alba Fire from behind and starts fighting with Iona Webb. And Florence is sort of watching this and goes, what the fuck? No, we were having a nice chat, and now you've come out here and you've caused an issue here. And Blair's like, well, you were outnumbered, so I thought I'd come out here and even the numbers for you. And Florence is like, well, I didn't want it, okay? I didn't need. In fact, I don't want you to come with me on Saturday. If this is what you're going to be like, I don't want you to fly out to Glasgow, and potentially, mess things up here. I know that Iona will probably be going with Alba, but I don't want you there. And then cut backstage. Ruca approaches the Tongans. And they see him coming. And they sort of just turn at him and glare at him. He goes, hey bros, we are bros, right? And Tonga just goes, no, what do you want? Because you see, we appear to have a bit of a problem, bro. You see, Shinsuke Nakamura and Minoru Suzuki, they're two of those, how do you put it, poorly types, bro. And they don't particularly care for the brand of extremely cool wrestling that I'm providing people here, bro. And Tama goes, what's that with us? Well, bro. You're supposed to be the ones keeping me safe here, bro, because, your guy, whoever he may be, bro, wants me in charge of this show. So I booked Solo tonight, bro. He's in a tag team main event alongside Austin Theory, bro. And should, we need the upper hand in that match, bro, I'ma need you guys out there, bro. And Tama goes, we'll do it. But make one thing perfectly clear. We're not doing it for you. We're doing it in spite of you. And they walk off, and he goes, great, bro. As long as you're doing it, bro, that's all I really care about. I've long since given up on what people think about me, bro. Matt Cardona comes to the ring. He says, ladies and gentlemen of the XL Center, the god of wrestling is here. Now, you see, when I first came back to ECW, I did so as the television champion. I did so as the Deathmatch King, the King of the Indies. That it was a show that truly felt like home to me. And I was the one who brought that television championship back, and I don't have it anymore. But it's fine. Because we're in a new era of ECW right now. We're in the era of Russo, the era of extremely cool wrestling. An era that I still am quite in tune with, if I do say so myself. So myself and my hot wife and my best friend came out here tonight to make a major announcement and a big statement here on the second episode of this new rebranded ECW. You see, you people are booing me, you're booing us when you should be thanking me. You should be on your hands and knees, bowing at my feet for everything I did to this industry. Because you're all sitting there on your smartphones, tweeting away about how Matt Cardona sucks. But the only reason you're on that smartphone talking about wrestling is because of me. As a matter of fact, I was the one who brought social media to this industry. You can look at all your favorite WWE superstars now on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram. I was the one who made that mold. I was the one who introduced this era to wrestling. And I should be rewarded for that fact. I'm sure you're all wondering what's in this bag. Well, let me tell you. And then Matt Cardona pulls out the Internet Championship. I made this 13 years ago, when nobody wanted to give me a shot. When it was just me against the world in my living room with a damn flip phone and a dodgy camera. And all you people back then, you loved it. You believed in me. And now I don't even get the respect that I deserve for introducing you all to this wide world of internet wrestling. So I will continue to hold my Internet Championship proud. None of your favorite wrestlers are going to get to touch it. Not Kyle O'Reilly. Not Titus World Records. Not my Wrestling Academia. Not Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
And Braun Strowman. Matt, I couldn't help but notice you said my name. So here I am. Now, Matt, we've got a very complicated past, me and you. You see, when you first came back here to WCW, you did the unthinkable back then and said my name too. And now, you're coming out here, calling yourself the king of the internet. Matt, it's 2024, it's not 2011. Maybe back in 2011, you consider yourself a game changer. But in 2024, there's only one wrestler taking the internet by storm. And it isn't some Matt Cardona, it ain't no Z True Long Island Story. You know who it is. It's me. It's Joe Hendry. And Matt goes, look, I had your bullshit last time. Okay, the only reason why you and Braun are together right now is because of me, because you came together to fight me and Kurt and rip my television championship away from me, so I'm not letting you take this one. Okay, this is my championship. It's not even a sanctioned championship here in WWE, and I'm gonna hold it. Okay, you don't get a shot at it, you never will. And then Braun goes, it's fine, Matt. I don't want that television title. Because me and Joe, we've got more championships on our eyes. And when I beat Mustafa Ali tonight, this Saturday night, we're going to Scotland. And we're going to become ECW Tag Team Champions. And here out comes Mustafa Ali for that match, Braun Strowman vs Mustafa Ali. So yeah, the Internet title is back. It's going to be like not a sanctioned title. It is effectively what the FTW title is. Like, it's not an official belt. Matt Cardona just carries it around because I'm not having a second mid-card title on ECW of all shows. So yeah, but it is a belt. It is around and it will be defended. It's just not a sanctioned belt. Like, yeah. But that then leads us into Mustafa Ali against Braun Strowman. Gets an 80, but it's actually really good considering the finish here. Ali gets intentionally counted out. You know, he spends like the first 2 minutes like dodging around Braun. Like sliding in and out of the ring, trying to get away from him. Then eventually he like sneaks in, attacks him from behind, slides back out, And then Braun does eventually get his hands on him, starts throwing him around. Hits him with that big Braun Strowman Express running train outside the ring. And then he gets him up for the power slam. Ali slips down out of the ring and then leg it to the back. And then just gets counted out. 73 for Braun, 85 for Ali. Then see the House of Black. Then Alistair sits down in the middle. He goes, "Well, it seems like our surroundings and our home have had quite the makeover in the week that we've been away. You see, we felt right at home, the way our home was before. And while, the current look may take some getting used to, we look around and we see the same bodies, the same poor souls, wandering these halls. Kevin Owens was the first to taste, and now he's out. He's gone. There are plenty of other people just like Kevin who need to be set free. And Kelsey, she's taken part in her first task as part of the House of Black. Kelsey's contacted an old friend, and she's let her know what she's missing out on. And then she starts speaking. She goes, "Alexa, you've been in my shoes. You know what it's like. You know how hard I've got to try. The house does always win. You may think you're safe from it right now, but once I catch up to you again, you won't be so lucky. Nobody can escape the darkness." We then see Ali. He's still sprinting through the hallways. He's got his belt in his hands. He's running around, looking back to see where Braun Strowman is. And he bumps into Ruca and goes, Hey, bro. First of all, no running in my halls, bro. And second of all, what appears to be the rush, bro? And he goes, I really gotta pee. And, the bathroom's back here. He goes, no, bro. What I saw was you running away in fear of Braun Strowman, bro. Well, as it just so happens, bro, your little escapade today, bro, it actually led to a victory for Braun Strowman, bro. And you know what that means, bro? It means this Saturday at Clash at the Castle in Glasgow, Scotland, bro, you and Cedric Alexander will defend your championships once again against Braun Strowman and Joe Hendry, bro. And Ali goes, great, it's fine, we'll beat him, just like we did before. Okay, great. And then we've got to go back into his office. But his office door's been, vandalized. You just see spray paint there in big black paint that says, "You hurt." I was you hurt? I hurt what? Who do I hurt, huh? Nobody, because I run this damn show better than anybody else could. He turns around and sees Hook and the unsuspended Dudley just sat on a crate. And he goes, "Did you see who did this, bro?" And Hook just shrugs his shoulders and goes, "I don't know." And walks off. It was great, bro. You're very funny, bro. I always thought your dad was an asshole, too. 77. Sonya Deville and JC Jane have a pretty good match, actually, considering their overall ratings. JC gets a 67, a 72 for Sonya Deville. But yeah, JC does pick up the win. She gets a handful of tights in 10:22. And yeah, 77 for that match is actually really good. So yeah, Paragon form continues as JC Jane picks up a win over a former ally of Dolph Ziggler being Sonya Deville. We then cut back to Kelly Kincaid, who's with Liv Morgan. Kelly goes, Liv, back at One Night Stand, you and your former friend, partner Hikaru Shida finally put things to rest when you defeated her in that kendo stick match. So I was wondering, what's next for Liv Morgan? She goes, I don't know, Kelly. You see, I would love to be a part of Money in the Bank, but, as a former women's champion, I can't be in Money in the Bank. So, I guess instead of trying to win Money in the Bank, I could keep my eyes very tightly peeled on this match between Florence and Alba Fire at a Clash at the Castle, because winning such a grudge match as kendo stick on the pole, that should entitle me to a championship match at some point in the future. Right, Kelly? Then Zion Quinn just walks into frame. He's got sunglasses on. He's got a suit jacket with no shirt on. He's got a big gold necklace. He takes his sunglasses off. He goes, "Liv Morgan, I've heard so much about you." And she goes, "All good, I hope." And he goes, "Oh no, all good. Definitely all good. You see, I'm the Big X, Zion Quinn. You may have heard of me." And Liv goes, "Not really." And he goes, "Oh, well, I'm sure a sweetheart like you would love to get to know me. But watch as I take over this place, and soon I'll get what I want. Whether you know it or not, you'll eventually be with the Big X." And he walks off. And Liv goes, "Who's that guy? He's really weird, huh?" Next week, on ECW, following Clash at the Castle, we have our first 2 matches announced for that show. It's not very ECW extremely cool wrestling, bro. It's more, just good action. We've got 2 Money in the Bank qualifiers set for next week. The first being Hikaru Shida, Blair Davenport, and Chelsea Green in a triple threat match. The winner of that earns a spot in Money in the Bank, the women's one. And then on the men's side, take a look at this. Shinsuke Nakamura, Adam Cole, and ZSJ in a triple threat match to crown ECW's first participant in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. That's a very, former ECW coded match. Not really an ECW Russo era coded match. But it will be a banger nonetheless. Plus, we have our final match set for Clash at the Castle this Saturday. Joman will get one more shot at the ECW Tag Team Championship held by Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali this Saturday in Glasgow at the Hydro. 79 rated main event, that's sure. Theory's still not super over, and Suzuki's declining, so yeah. But it is Austin Theory and Solo Sikoa who defeat Ichiban. Obviously the Tongans are out there at ringside, sticking their oar in, probably beating up Rikuro Serizawa, who's out there. He doesn't wrestle a lot, Rikuro, but he is still at ringside. And yeah, Theory pins Suzuki with the unproven cutter, 14:04, 83 for Solo, 70 for Theory, 60 for Suzuki, and a 78 for Shinsuke. So yeah, nice win for the television champion and the number 1 contender for the world championship to end the show. But the show's not over because then Jey Uso's music hits. Solo and the Tongans are leaving already. And then Jey Uso's music hits and he comes rushing down. The fans are yeeting with him. He sort of takes a stop at the bottom of the ramp as he crosses past with Solo and the Tongans. Him and Solo have an awkward, stare down. As Solo, slowly walks past him. And they, keep their eyes locked on each other. As Solo walks to the back. And then we get... Pop-Up says that, up next, Jey Uso comes to the ring to address Austin Theory. And this is the actual main event segment. It gets a 100. Jey Uso has a hot new catchphrase. I wonder what that could be. He gets to the ring. He goes, "Hartford, Connecticut. Main event Jey Uso is now in your city." Now, one night stand. Things didn't look like they were going my way. Things were looking bleak for main event Jey Uso. Yeet. Warden, he hit that 1 power bomb, 2 power bombs, 3 power bombs. And I'm not gonna lie, Oos, I thought I was finished. But then Oos, Warden gave me a lifeline, Oos. He gave me a second chance. His arrogance led me to victory, Oos. Now I thought for sure I'd come out here after that night and I'd say, "Warden, I respect you. You're the better man. And I'd love to give you a rematch for my championship." But that ain't what happened, is it, Oos? What I got instead was this son of a bitch introducing his new man to me. And I'm staring at that man right now. He goes face to face with Austin Theory. He goes, "Theory, back in the day you were looked at as a hell of a prospect here in WWE. Many picked you to be the new youngest world champion in WWE history. You went away for a while and you come back. That's smart, Oos. It's a plan that's worked for Cody Rhodes. It's worked for Drew McIntyre. And you're looking to hope and make it work for Austin Theory too, Oos. So that's why I tell you ahead of this Saturday night, this is your first big break. Your first match for the World Championship and a premium live event here in WWE. I'm here to tell you, is this guy really who you want to be listening to? You want to take advice from Russo? If you're as good as you say you are, Russ, you ain't gonna need an out-of-touch old man in your ear telling you what to do. And he goes, alright, I think we've heard enough out of you, bro. You see, this is our main event at Clash at the Castle, bro, so I want to ensure that everything goes off without a hitch. And he goes, shut up, you're still reeling from last week when Kevin Owens dropped you on your ass, Oos. And then Russo goes, don't you dare mention him or any of those other rapscallions on this show ever again, bro. They are gone. Gone, 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 gone. And after this Saturday, when Austin Theory becomes the ECW champion, you'll be gone too. Oos. He goes, I like it. I like it. Well, I say, why not wait till Saturday night? Why don't we just get this on right now? Jey Uso goes to super kick Russo, but then Theory throws himself in the way of it. He takes a super kick instead. And Russo, of course, scurries outside the ring. Jey Uso goes up top. He hits the Uso splash on Austin Theory. He picks up the belt. He starts yeeting with the crowd to end the show. Where he turns around and Warden lays him out with a big lariat. He powerbombs him another 3 times. Puts his foot on his chest, for the visual 1, 2, 3. He picks up the belt, sort of looks at it. Looks down at Theory, looks back at Jey. And he goes, I don't care who it is. If it's you, damn sure if it's you, he says, pointing at Jey. This is mine. And I'm taking it back. Slams it down on the flat. And then Warden roars to close the show. Yeah, 86. Pretty good show, actually. Almost unironically, if it wasn't Russo, as the heel authority figure, if it was anybody that was, a competent TV character, this would almost unironically have been a decent show. But, yeah. What matters more is what you thought of the show. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and I'll see you next time for SmackDown, the final show before Clash at the Castle. See you then.